See, because I work a lot with textiles and craft, and in Bombay the trends were otherwise, and the atmosphere was not conducive for me to showcase, anything which is craft or textile based, because people were heavily into georgettes, nets, and chiffons, which are, a machine-made fiber rather than man-made fiber. It was man-made versus machine-made. So I felt like last year or so, there's been a remarkable turnaround, and people are looking more at, looking forward to, keeping the heritage intact. And then I have a very old association with Ensemble because 22 years ago, that was my first major break. And I think that's a store with great work ethics. And I felt, since it's just like coming home for me. See, in 1996, I worked with BRAC in Bangladesh, which is one of the largest NGOs in the world. And it's virtually a parallel economy, and any student doing the MSW has to study how BRAC works. So luckily I got this opportunity, and we traveled to remote villages trying to find out, doing sourcing at the grassroots levels, wading through knee-deep water, trying to find out how to go about it. And what really happened was it was a unique combine which we had. We landed up creating an absolute new textile, like fixing two, parts fabrics together, that is Dhaka muslin along with mulberry silk, and stitching it together using the nakshi or the ground stitch, out of the nakshi kantha. We created a new fabric on which we did kantha embroidery. So it's all been very fascinating because, to be very honest, when you look at things, sometimes it comes as a shock to me what I'll end up developing, because I go with an empty mind expecting nothing, and when something beautiful is the outcome of the work, it feels very good. But we did that carpet for people, for animals, and Milind and I basically, we both had spent a lot of time in the fashion scene, and I felt he and I felt together it was time to give back to society. So this was our way of working on special projects where we could highlight craft and textiles. So we did so many various things. We introduced bamboo fiber in 2003 at the World Bamboo Congress, which was an international platform since India was the host country. And from there we moved to so many other things, like we developed this carpet for people, for animals, fundraiser. If you saw the dupatta, it was based on, it was everything designed by us. Then also we had, in 2010, we did the Commonwealth opening ceremony, where we again used eco-friendly textiles, like we used a bamboo base on which we did kalamkari. And we created an entire tree of knowledge, which was like 115 feet textile installation. And apparently, I believe when the tree was coming up, Camilla Parker Bowles just stood up and started clapping because it looked so phenomenal. See, to be very honest, when you do kalamkari or any other craft technique, you have to provide innovation. It's like old wine in new bottles. And very frankly speaking, kalamkari has always been about traditional, motifs from the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. They said, why don't we try things like Buddhist tankas or Raja Ravi Verma paintings, which of course go with the ethos, and I think we've sold every piece possible.